for Pete Weber.
Leaves the 10-pin on the opening shot.
Pete Weber generally likes to make his opposition finish first.
At the 10-pin. No trouble. Pete normally, or likes to finish.
Pete generally does like to finish first. That's right. That was my mistake. But he must feel like he likes the right lane a lot better.
But Norm picked to finish on the left lane in the semifinal match.
Mike, Norm Duke led this tournament almost from the opening gun, and it wasn't until the last game of the position round as we see Norm Duke in this beautiful position at the foul line, throwing the ball a little bit slower, driving it back into the 1-3 pocket. Norm fell out of the lead in the last game in a 42-game format. I think he feels like he deserves to win this one, but he's going to have to earn it.
Trying for a quick double. Leaves the 4-pin. Just a tick high.
Just a pinch. He sort of shrugs his shoulders, and I think he thought that ball was going to hold pocket. Came in just a little bit high. With a conversion, the match will stay all even. Watch how straight he throws the ball at this 4-pin.
Falls a little off balance, but still. And we see what Marshall was talking about. Norm has led this tournament the 2nd through the 5th rounds and was leading all the way through the 6th until the last part. Weber, just a progression, steadily upward.
We'll take a look at Norm Duke as he falls off balance a little bit on the spare. No problem.
Weber, 2nd frame.
Hooked early on him, and he got the kick of the 4-pin. That ball started hooking very, very soon on the lane, and I'm surprised that it held pocket, but Pete says, I knew it was going to strike all the way.
He says, I'll take it.
And I'll take a look at
make a move on the next one.
Pete Weber in match play. He split with Norm Duke, but you see the 278 to 214. Weber had to win that match by 42 pins in order to be our tournament leader. He did just a little bit better than that. Chance to take a lead in the 3rd frame.
Soft 10-pin again. What can he do about that?
Well, he's either got to throw the ball even a little bit softer to get the ball full in the pocket, or make a little bit of a move to the right on the approach.
Changes balls for the 10-pin.
And another great spare shooter in Pete Weber.
Duke, 3rd frame, even match.
Needs to strike to keep it that way.
And doesn't. Leaves the 2-5. Ball just didn't quite make it back on that right lane, Marshall.
No, and he's had problems on both lanes with the ball sliding a little bit going down. Maybe just a little too much speed. Maybe didn't quite catch the ball with his fingers during the release. Right now, that's history. He needs to concentrate on a difficult spare.
Well, he makes it look easy. Amazing how he throws that almost a backup ball at that spare.
And he has such great control.
It's boxing on ESPN2. As undefeated Purcell Miller takes on Raul Frank for the vacant USBA welterweight crown this Friday, 8 p.m. If you don't get ESPN2, well, call your local cable provider and order it. Well, the crowd yelling Duke, and he strikes in the 4th frame to maintain a 2-pin deficit.
And really, virtually the same shot he threw the last time in the left-hand lane, but he got the ball to hold pocket. Instead of it getting towards the 1-3 and continuing to drive through the pocket, it set up a little bit, got all 10.
Weber, 4th frame. And I see why he picked the finish on this lane.
Yeah, he likes that lane. Very comfortable shot. And there's his wife, Tracy. So we take a look at very familiar style of Pete Weber with an extraordinarily high backswing. Look how high it gets over his head, well over his head. And he drives through in a nice slide and a great follow through. Great result.
Now to get the 10-pin out on lane 27.
He went for extra hit, Mike.
And he got it out.
That's another way to make that adjustment. He went for extra roll.
Extra hit means extra roll?
Extra hit means extra roll. When he got to the bottom of the swing, we'll take a look at the bottom of the swing, and he really rips through. Watch the ball turn back to the pocket. 6-pin smashes the 10-pin out. Great result. What a break for Norm Duke as the 4-9 was standing momentarily. But they fell down.
That ball seemed to hook out right at the pocket.
Well, we'll take a look at it, and you're right, Mike. The ball stops hooking. I'm not sure what got the 9-pin. Norm doesn't care. He's just glad they're down.
It wasn't the 4-pin. It had to be the 7 or the 8. I'm not sure which one it was either. It's a 2-pin deficit. Halfway through our final match, 2 great players.